Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode on No, but Seriously, Let Me Explain. Hosted by the beautiful, intelligent Earth Angel Lala Davi. This podcast was designed to provide detailed business advice, next level resources, personal credit tips, and relatable relationship knowledge. Be sure to bookmark this page and subscribe because we wouldn't want you to miss any valuable content. And if you're struggling with poor credit, don't even worry about it. Just text Help My Credit to 507-400-3426. That's 507-400-3426. We have live agents standing by to cater to all your service requests. And now that that's out the way, let's make room for what the host has to say. Lala Davi, do your thing, girl.
Welcome to No, but Seriously, Let Me Explain, the phenomenal podcast series that will keep you fully engaged with all the tips and tricks that you need in order to be successful. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to follow us so you don't miss out on any valuable content. I am your host, Lala Davi, and today we will discuss wealthy mindsets. Do you understand the basics of keeping the bucks flowing in? No, but seriously, let me explain. Everyone is always looking to multiply their money without having to work 3 jobs. Right now, we're currently having the 63% of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck, and most of them believe that a traditional 9-to-5 job until they're 65 is the safest career option out here. But how safe can a job actually be if you're living paycheck to paycheck? You're pretty much on the verge of homelessness after missing a single paycheck. The rate for inflation right now, we're currently seeing different things fluctuate, and this is caused by too much money chasing too few goods. And the number one culprit isn't the wages or Putin's antics. The number one culprit is the unrestrained spending by USA. Okay. We've had this over the past 2 years now, and you really can't fund the massive spending that we've had from 2020 all the way up until now with the debt or the taxes. So the only choice was to turn to printing the press. And during this time frame, the money supply climbed up to about 27%. And that's pretty much been the highest in American history. So this has been in such a short period. It's only been 2 years, and it's constantly rising higher. Not only do you have reckless and irresponsible growth in the money supply chain, you also have it at a time when the nation's output isn't really growing in a healthy way. So until we see worker productivity growth, it will be very unlikely to see employment wages climbing up the ladder, especially with the inflation spikes that we're dealing with. And we all know that we've been taught over the years a certain way of thinking, a way to think about money. We've been taught to think that money doesn't grow on trees, but money does grow when you have an intelligent mind. Money is the only factor that motivates you to pursue your life with confidence. And 90% of the problems in life pretty much can be easily resolved with having some money around. Am I wrong for that? No. Money is not everything, but money can definitely be important, especially when you're trying to supply your basic needs. It helps us to achieve our goals and supports us with things that we really need, the things that we care about deeply: family, education, healthcare, charity, adventure, fun. There has been plenty of money hacks lying around in plain sight. The reason why people really don't take advantage of these little money hacks is because a lot of the people don't believe or they don't want to take action when necessary. to make use of these little hacks. And then a lot of the times they have a negative mindset and procrastinate a lot of the times. And this is the fastest way to stop your money from growing. Not all money hacks out there is going to get you started to really grow a large lump sum of money, but it is a way to get started. Like, if you feel like your money goes down the drain from week to week, it's all right. We've all been there and we're here to help. The easiest way to becoming wealthy is to live like you're not. When you give your life certain options to live by and you set certain goals for yourself, you're able to achieve a lot more that you're desiring in the long run than versus trying to do it slowly. When life gives you setbacks, it's not time to go sit down, take a break, or stop trying. I'm here to let you know that the money is easy to make, but it's very difficult to keep. They say that most deals that are offered to you, they seldomly go well, and all the relatives and friends that come to you for a handout, they've already took some type of loss. The money that they've already invested poorly or given away is no longer working for them. So the money that they do have, it really has to do some hard work for them. And if you're in a situation where you're needing extra money, like yesterday, we get it. Your girl Lala, she got you covered with a list of creative things that you can do to fatten up your bank account starting this month. No, it's not going to get you rich quick overnight. So go ahead and cancel that thought. It's just going to bring you some extra funds to your bank. These are very simple money moves that any non-millionaire person can start making today. Each one of these secrets will get you somewhat closer to achieving your biggest goals. So let me explain. You can first stop by paying your credit card. Go ahead and stop paying your credit card company. If you have credit card debt that you know of, and you have all this anxiety about these interest rates and the fear that you're never going to escape this and never going to be able to pay this down. And here's the raw truth. Your credit card company really doesn't care. It's getting rich by ripping you off with high interest rates and some up to 36%. However, there is a website called M1 that wants to help you. If you owe credit card companies $50,000 or less, M1 will help you match yourself to a low interest loan that you can use to pay off every one of your balances. So you can pay off every single one of your balances with this loan that they provide to you. And the benefit is you'll pretty much be left with one bill to pay every month. And because of personal loan, it has a very low interest rate, which will probably be like 3.9% APR. I believe that's their starting rates. You'll be able to get out of debt much faster. Plus, you don't have to worry about that credit card payment for that month. Okay? So, with them, you don't need to have perfect credit to get the loan, and comparing your options won't really affect your score at all. Plus, M1 keeps all of your information confidential and secure, which is probably the reason why they got like 20 years plus on the Better Business Bureau with the A+ rating. So, yeah, go ahead and check them out. The process, it literally takes less than 10 minutes. I think they have like less than 10 questions to see if you qualify for their loan. And you don't even need your social security number to check it out. So I'm going to include the link down at the bottom of this description box for you. So check them out. Another thing that you could do is cancel your insurance. Did you know that you could really save some serious money by switching up on your insurance? I just saved a ton of money on my insurance. No, but seriously, it's true. Rates are at a historic low right now, and you could be paying way less for some coverage. All you have to do is look for it and go for it. Don't waste any time hopping around different insurance sites trying to figure out which one is best for you. You can use this website called EverQuote. The website is EverQuote, and I'm going to put that at the bottom for you as well, so you can tap into them. They do have like 175 different carriers that they will match you to according to where you're located at in the States. And it only takes a couple minutes to answer some questions according to your driving record, and then you'll be set. And you can possibly save about $600 a year going through this site. So definitely check them out and see what you can actually tap into, people. If you're a phenomenal bingo player, you can definitely earn up to $4,000 on your phone today playing some bingo. Yes, we know the old heads like to play bingo, but wouldn't it be nice to add a little extra cash to your bank account this week with this? Go ahead and download the free app. It's called Bingo Cash. They pay you up to $85 when you win bingo. And the game is based on the classic bingo format. So if you've ever played, then you'll have somewhat of an idea of how to play. And you just pretty much battle it out against other players at the same skill level. And everyone, they get the boards and the bingo balls. So it's all up to you. Winning is a skill. So you can do this in your downtime, whatever. I'm going to include that link for you now so you can definitely go play your first game immediately. Okay? Go ahead and start earning some cash. Let me know what y'all win. I'm curious. Also, you can also spend like $1 to own a piece of Amazon, Google, or any other companies. If you take a look at the Forbes Richest People's list and you notice almost all the billionaires have one thing in common. They all own another company, of course. But if you're working for a living, of course, and you don't happen to have millions of dollars just lying around that you can play with, of course, there is a company and an app called Stash. You can download this app. It lets you be a part of something that's normal. It's pretty much exclusive to buy different pieces of other companies for as little as $1. So you can invest in well-known companies like Google, Amazon, Apple, and other companies you can search for just $1. And that will definitely get you started in investing. And these companies do take profit. So I do recommend investing in companies that you already buy from. Like me, I buy from Amazon damn near every fucking 4 days, if not more. 3 to 4 days, I'm shopping on Amazon, getting me some stuff. So why not place money in companies that you've already purchased material from anyway? If you shop at Walmart, why not put $1 or $2 into Walmart just to have some type of profits coming back? But if you would like to take advantage of this, the process only takes 2 minutes to sign up, and it is totally secure. I will put that link at the bottom. It's with Stash, and all of your investments are securely protected. And they do have the SIPC protection for you. And this is pretty much just industry talk for your money will be safe. Okay? So go ahead and sign up with Stash today. They will give you a $5 sign-up bonus once you deposit your first $5 into the account. Now, to me, I've spent $5 on some chips, for the kids. Like, you can't go wrong with this. So let's go ahead and get those fingers working. Put your money where you need to put it, because that's going to be important. Another thing, if you have a house of some sort or property, you may want to look into corporate housing. Whenever you set structured goals for yourself, you place yourself in a position to have a higher chance at success. When a company relocates employees, especially newly hired employees, the companies, they often go for short-term corporate housing during the transition to their new location. And it's a good way for those individuals to, come into a furnished unit. And with the corporate housing, they will have furnished apartments, homes, condos that are available to rent on a temporary basis. primarily for 30 days or more, typically for like a 3 to 4 month period at sometimes. Like you can definitely select the term stay for the terms on that stay. And we do have a vendor that's been around for a while. It's called CHPA. They're the Corporate Housing Provider Association. And these days, these companies, they are definitely providing corporate housing solutions around the world. And if you have a furnished apartment or something that's fitting this description that you want to lease out, I would definitely take a look at them. If you have a home of some sort, I would definitely recommend Blue Ground as well. And another company I recommend is Corporate Housing by Owner. I've been considering purchasing one of their platinum plans for the upcoming spring, but please do your research on all the options that I just mentioned according to what works best for you. CHBO create a platform to help landlords with transitional renting of their property. So this program will allow you as a landlord to manage the guests and the communications between the guests while creating a rental agreement and the paperwork for those tenants for your property. They will do the background checks, the criminal checks, the credit checks. They would accept the deposits as well as the rental collections on your property and disperse the payments out to you monthly. I will include the link inside the description box if anyone is interested in taking a look at the Corporate Housing by Owner if you're interested in that. You can also relieve about $25,000 in personal loan debt with a special relief program. If you earn more than $1,500 per month and have about $25,000 in loan debt right now, it is possible you can utilize this program as well. This program will help you even if you have a poor credit score, surprisingly. I was like, what? You can have poor credit? But yeah, they will totally help you if you have any amount of loan debt, but it has to be at least $25,000. To qualify for this program, it is through TurboDebt, and you just enter some of your basic information and tell them about yourself, and then you'll be immediately connected to a friendly debt representative online to chat with, and I will include their information as well. If you're tight on cash right now and you're considering getting a personal loan or short-term loan that could just be used for any purpose, like paying for renovations on the home or planning to get wedding cake, or you want to do some decorating or adopt a kid, whatever. You just need some extra funds, whatever the problem. With the interest rates on the rise, you could be in luck right now. And there is a couple different partners that you can absolutely go through to qualify for one of the loans. And you can get as much as $100,000 with an APR as low as 6%. And I will include that link at the bottom in case you want to go through Experian to go for a loan. They do have a bad credit 6 loan that is available, and you can definitely tap into that. So I will leave that information as well. So if you have over $10,000 in tax debt, I know some people, they may be suffering from tax liens and things of that sort, some garnishments and things. If you have any type of liens, then this service may be beneficial to you. Anthem Tax Services is one of the best tax solution companies with an A+ Better Business rating and has already resolved millions of consumers' tax debt. I couldn't believe it. I read their ratings. I was impressed. So I need to impress y'all too. If you want to qualify, you can definitely get a dedicated team of tax professionals to help resolve your tax debts right now. They are the real deal. So definitely go over to them now to get rid of that tax debt and get back into a comfortable state of peace and enjoyment. See what you qualify for today by clicking on the link below. When you begin to have a wealthy mindset, you begin to build a machine that allows you to create several streams of income. The average millionaire has about 7 streams of income. You can't become wealthy by having a job or just one business alone. You really need to create systems of passive income where you can put and invest at least $10,000 in ads and get back $100K. Like, it's good to have good debt versus bad debt. Like, bad debt is that type of debt where you losing money, like your credit cards or your high interest loans. And the good debt, it really makes you have more money than interest. For an example, let me tell you, if you buy a property on debt, then you have rental income higher than your loan payments. For instance, I'm going to go back over to that corporate housing situation. Say, for instance, you bought this house. It gave you about $230,000 in debt. But because you turned it around and turned it into now a rental income property, you have now relinquished your payments. Like, you get double back what you were paying on the loan. So you're able to pay down that house 2 times faster than you would have if you would have been living in that property. I'm going to go to something else. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep feeding y'all with some good information. So take out your pens if you haven't already. I'm going to need y'all to keep up. I need y'all to deposit at least 10% every month into your insurance policy. People who don't have money saved are just one disaster away from debt spiraling out of control. And you don't want to be that person. People can lose their job or get into some type of accident or run across some type of medical bill or have some type of high interest debt that just be thrown on top of their head in a blink of an eye. And you want to be prepared for that. You don't want to be one of those people that gets lost in the debt. So you got to pay yourself first, and you got to pay yourself with interest. Learn how to recycle your money and keep your money flowing in. Invest money in you. People think that you have to be, some type of genius to be a millionaire. And people think that they are smart not to buy a valid course. But that's a dumb decision, okay? The only place where you must spend freely is in self-improvement. Like, if you don't improve yourself, how are you going to improve your wealth? Okay? Because without it, your income just won't increase. You have to have planned purchases. Like, you can't be running around here just buying stuff because you want to have it. You can buy yourself nice things, but the real enemy is impulsive purchases. Okay, let me tell you something. I totally have been in the position where I've been an impulsive buyer, impulsive spender, to the point where I look back years after and was like, damn, I've had this amount of money, this was coming in weekly. I could have been doing this, but instead I wanted clothes, shoes, and this and nice things. But where are those nice things now? Okay, so it's all about your choices. Like, it's okay to buy things, but don't get in a habit of just getting something when you want something. So it's better to plan it than go after it. Like, don't throw your money away with people who spend expensive amounts at restaurants or on useless wants or desires. You need to have friends who have the same type of economic values as you do. Remember, poor people make fun of your money choices. And when you are wealthy, those same poor people are going to be looking at your money choices like, damn, I should have did what you did. Nonetheless, but just don't be pressured into spending your money. Learn how to use it politely and refuse when it's necessary. Like, you can totally do charity and material goods and especially investments. Like, choose your own charities and decide on where and how to spend your money rather than letting conflicted third parties suggest a sale to you. Like, don't let them do that to you. You got to be aware of the urgency on how you spending your money. And to receive anything of value, you must expend effort. It will not miraculously appear in your life. And this is why the truly wealthy spend a disproportionately higher percentage of money on educating themselves, because they know knowledge is the best amplifier there is. Like, they're going to amplify their assets based off of the knowledge that they receive. Like, you can't be out there chasing money. You got to learn to attract it. Like, just look at all the people who chase money. They end up with jobs that might have a little bit of income coming in, yes, but what is the cost? They're living in a cage. They're destroying their health and relationships. No thanks. Like, these people that have 2 and 3 jobs, they're constantly working, constantly chasing the paycheck, and not really having time for themselves. No, thank you. And you really can't get stinky wealthy off selling your time. Like, there's only 24 hours in a day. Even if you got paid $300 an hour, like top attorneys do, time, places, and certain limitations that you have to place on your life because of having to be dedicated to one source, I don't want it. Beyond a certain point, you can't really scale time without running into health factors and mental problems along the way. Like, you have to learn how to decouple time from earning money if you really want to get wealthy and not just rich. Like, business is not going to make you wealthy, even if you got the right skills. 80%, I would say about 84%. 84% of new businesses, they tend to fail within the first year of starting. And 90% of new businesses are out of the market after about 2 years, only leaving around 10% of businesses that actually make a healthy profit. And what are these business owners doing differently? Like, they have an unfair advantage of some sort. Like, they have the right skills to help their business continuously grow and grow fast. Like, they're learning the key knowledge and the key indicators that's needed to continuously see income coming into their business, whether it's from marketing, building up that rapport with their clients, their customers, constantly doing something productive in their business to continuously see growth. A business is built on a strong foundation. That is what will make you wealthy. If you're not making sales and you're not constantly attracting new customers, you don't have a business. You have a time-consuming hobby is what you have. So make no mistake, if you want to get a wealthy business, build your business on a strong marketing foundation and have a sales foundation or some type of sales background to continuously draw in those clients and draw in those customers. Like, what tools do you have right now at your fingertips to become successful? Well, let me tell you, the first thing that you need to do is invest early and often. When you have a decent amount of money, don't think about what you can buy. Instead, think about how you can invest it. When you change your mindset, you'll be able to change your lifestyle. Many people believe that the key to earning money is to invest in things that will be giving on a good return. And this could be a great strategy, but it is important to also remember that there's more to earning money than simply investing. Money tends to be energy that people acquire and spend emotionally. Even if you don't spend money emotionally, circumstances will come that will force you to spend it. You will also tell me that people may spend money because they're in pain or because they may simply be going through some type of bad breakup or just simply for pleasure, whatever the case may be. Or we can simply say safely that money is the energy being applied to the one side as the ability to acquire emotion and the energy forcing you to spend money on the other side. But what happens when you want something so badly, but you don't have the money to buy it? That's what I call an energy imbalance. When there's an energy imbalance, one side of the economy suffers while the other side thrives. You might argue with me saying that the amounts of money someone has is directly correlated with the amount of hard work they put in already. And that's not always the case, because there are many people out there who work extremely hard but have very little money in their pockets. So, nonetheless, never tell people you have a lot of money. Let's go ahead and start there. Maybe you can keep some of your money in your pocket, because they'll always ask you for some. When people ask how you made your money, don't tell them the truth, because it would just piss them off. Say, I was lucky. People can accept luck, okay? And you might even find an industry around your hobbies or desired skills. Nonetheless, let's say you like football and your skills is drawing. Well, you can absolutely make cartoon scripts of famous football matches. Post them on Instagram, sell your merch, whatever you have to do to be successful with. You've already solved the problem. Like, if your food is really good and your skills is cooking, you can start a cooking channel on YouTube. Like, build up your audience, sell your recipes, start a cookbook. Like, you have successfully solved the problem of tasty food. Like, all you have to do is be creative. You were born creative, so allow your creativity to flow naturally. When you have a wealthy mindset, you begin to think differently. People think that the wealthy people are not out here buying frivolous things. They're investing in things that will generate enough income to cover the cost of their prized possessions. For instance, if I wanted to buy a car, something that decreased in value, of course, then I would buy a property first. Like, my real estate property will generate enough income for me to pay for my mortgage, my taxes, my insurance, and enough to cover all of my car payments. The importance of the money in the human life is to basically have some type of importance of food for the body. Like, you just can't live without food. Like, you can't survive for a long time without it either. Just like you can't survive for long times or long durations without money. Like, you won't be facing basic problems like food, water, shelter, and clothing. Even if money did grow on trees, it would become valueless. There would be a different source of currency used completely. So it wouldn't even serve a purpose to pick valueless money. Your money would never be more valuable than today. We've always been taught to save our money, even though the value of the dollar will not be as valuable in the future. Like, it's cheaper to buy something now rather than buy something later, because it will continue to decline as it has for many decades. And right now, the dollar is failing. The Feds, they continuously print it out, and there's more and more talk about a new recession coming. Like, there's things that you can learn if you're willing to reprogram your mindset. People need to realize sooner than later that keeping their money in a savings will only result to them losing the value, while investing in deflammatory currencies such as Bitcoin will give you more of a security in the long run. However, there's plenty profitable ways of making money and using alternative sources, but most people just think it's a scam and they tend to let these deals pass them by. The internet has been an outlet for most people when they're searching for additional income, like when they're searching for jobs, investing, lottery winnings, freelance work, trades, insurance, and loans. Like, they use the internet for this. Like, if you don't have a bunch of money and you don't want to watch it decline, then buying tangible things with it is a must. Like, for most people like me, that would look like real estate, such as some income property. The first thing you should do is determine how to find rental property that meets your investment needs. Like, having a clear understanding of all the actual expenses of the rental property, including but not limited to, your utilities, the vacancy, the debt services, like the taxes, the capital expenses, the management, repairs, maintenance, all that. That's a good start. Like, doors are being opened now. The wait wasn't punishment, it was preparation. We have come to a very short commercial break paid for by our lovely sponsors, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this message.
Yeah, what up, ATL? Look, you ballin', you bad and bougie with bad credit. That's most of y'all. Well, look, man, that's why y'all need to call my people at Exchange Credit Repair. That's right, Exchange Credit Repair will help you squad them inquiries, get rid of them collections and bankruptcy. They'll even take child support off. I didn't even know they put child support on credit. Woo-wee! And boost your credit score. Let's get that credit score where you want so you can go get what you want. And if you mention Streets 945, you get a 35% discount. Hein? So call my people right now at 678-420-5553, 678-420-5553, or visit my people at exchangecreditrepair.info. Exchange Credit Repair is a credit counseling business with experienced credit repair experts standing by to assist you right now. When I made this deal with them, I said, look here, you ain't got to pay me for the commercial. Just put my credit score where I want so I can go get what I want. When I went to them, they treated me like family. My privacy was all the way respected. They quick to fight for a client's right with the Bureau of Credit, creditors, and debt collectors. Conveniently located at 1 West Court Square in Decatur. Tell them Shout sent you.
As we have come to the end of the show, I really hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Don't hesitate to leave any comments, questions, or concerns or advice that you might have at goaxlala.com. The floor is always open to all of my incredible listeners. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because you don't want to miss out on any of the new and exciting content coming your way. I would like to send you much love, give big thanks for tuning in to No, But Seriously, Let Me Explain. I am your host, Lala Davi, the one with all the sauce. I will see you again next week with more show for ya. Until then, stay bold, beautiful, and brilliant. Love ya.